Namaste. This is Stephen from YogaWorks. Welcome to your practice. In this class, I would like to show you a couple of ways to really get into your upper back. It's traditionally an area that gets a little bit bogged down. There's a lot of tension there. There's stuff from the shoulders and the neck. There is the effects of posture and long periods of sitting in a certain way. And it's traditionally an area that can lead to problems because it gets a little bit stuck in one way. Then if the hips are also not moving a lot, it means the lower back, which is between the hips and the upper back, is taking all the strain, enter lower back pain, and all kinds of ailments that a lot of us have experienced. So I find a bit of regular maintenance for the upper back is really amazing at just getting more space. You'll be able to sit up a bit taller, you'll be able to breathe better, and it's going to affect your movement of your shoulders mainly, but actually also the whole body. So I've got a foam roller here. If you don't have one, I'll show you an alternative with a blanket. So if you need to grab that, you can just pause the video. Then with the blanket, I'm just going to roll it into like a sausage so that I get something that is a little bit similar to a foam roller, and place it across the mat. I'll show you with the foam roller just now, but let's just do the blanket quickly. I'm going to place my shoulders over on the head side of the roll, and the rest of the body is on the bottom side. And that roll is pushing into the bottom of the shoulder blades. And here I can just relax the head back. If that doesn't work, if it feels too comfortable, you'll have to reduce the thickness of the roll. So just adjust that if you need to. And you can even move around a little bit here, or you can just lie still. Or if you have a foam roller, then we can do something similar. Of course, it has a bit more height and structure than the blanket. So the blanket is a bit more passive restorative, and then the foam roll is a little bit more intense. So you can sort of drape that same spot. Your shoulders are over, and if you look down, the foam roller comes out just under your armpit somewhere. I like to clasp the hands behind the back of the head and just lift the hips a little bit and roll gently forward and back a couple of times. And you feel that put some pressure into different parts in the upper back. You're just supporting your head with the hands. If you're on the blanket roll, then just either rest back, let that blanket push up into your back, or you can also move around a bit, it's fine. Nice, and then set the hips down, and then just a couple of times lean the head back and move the chin towards your chest. Lean the head back, chin to chest. Just some dynamic movements over that roll. Nice. And then open the elbows wide, and then just do a little side bend, so right elbow towards right hip a little bit, and then left elbow to left hip, and just move side to side. You can probably do this on the blanket as well. We just want to get some movement into the upper back, which is an area which is it gets a bit stiff. There's a lot of muscles and bony structures there. Rib cage, the spine, the shoulder blades. So it's not the most mobile part of the body. It takes a little bit of effort to get in. Nice. And then another one which I really like is to lift the arms up and then make fists like you're holding a giant steering wheel, and then just turn the steering wheel side to side. Similar to the last one, but this one is a bit more of a twisting action in the middle of that upper back. Nice, and then you can drop the arms over the head. If you've got something heavy, like I've got my pot plant here, then you can always use that to anchor the hands down a little bit, get a bit more leverage into the upper back. This just happened to be here. I didn't actually plan it this way. But it's quite nice to have something heavy. If you've got some weights, you can hold those in the hands. Or if you've got a partner, then that can also help. Good. You can place the roll, your blanket or the foam roll, off to the side. And then we're going to lie on our right side on the mat. Have your knees about 90 degrees. And then just check that your torso is in line with the hips. And then stretch your right arm out on the floor. Place your left hand on top of the right hand. And then start to open the arm to the side. And then return here. Open the arm and return back. So trying to keep the knees and the hips a little bit steady. They might move a bit, it's fine. And try to get a nice twist in the upper part of the spine. Just a couple of rounds here. And then let's do one more. And then release. Let's turn to the second side. I'm just going to turn around so you can see the movement from a different angle. 90 degrees in the hips and the knees, and enough space for that left arm to stretch out away from the shoulder. Right hand starts on top of left, and then I'm just opening the right arm and closing it. And this causes a really nice rotation in the upper back. Do that a few times. Open and close. You try not to lift the knees, or not too much at least. A couple of times, nice and restful. It's one of the best twists to get into the upper back that I know of. Let's do two more. Open and close. Last one. Open and close. Nice. Roll onto your stomach. Come into a sort of Sphinx pose just briefly for just to transition into the next pose. Take the right hand, slide it under the left armpit so that your right shoulder comes down to the mat. And then left arm, you can just stretch it forward, relax the head down, and lie on that right upper arm. Take a few breaths here, and then just feel this gentle stretch in the outer shoulder going into the upper back there. Good. Release that back to Sphinx, just to swap sides, and then left hand thread it under the right. Right arm can just reach forward, relax the head down, the forehead down, and lie down on that left upper arm. Couple of breaths here, just let the stretch do its work. And then slowly release, come back up into Sphinx. Nice, and then push the hips back so that the hips go over your knees. And then from hands and knees pose, step the hands a giant step forward. Just like you're doing down dog with your hands, but it's your knees down instead of your feet. Should be a whole lot lighter on the arms. So we'll focus less on strength, like in down dog, and a bit more on the stretch and opening the upper back. The more open your upper back is, the more easier it's going to be to lift your arms over the head. And then here, push the hands a little bit down into the mat. Just have some gentle pressure there. Just a breath or two, just feel how your chest is invited to become heavier and heavier down towards the mat. And then we're just going to come out a little bit, just enough to thread the right arm under the left. So we're introducing a twist again. And then you can keep the left arm forward, but sometimes what I like to do is just wrap the left arm around the lower back. Gets a little bit of extra twist into that upper back. With the back of the right arm gently pressing down on the floor or on the yoga mat. And then release that. Come up onto the hands. We're going to take right hand forward, left arm threads under into this spinal twist. You can stay here, this is great. Or if you did it on the other side, right hand can wrap around the lower back. You could hook it into hip crease as well if there's space to do that. And then just roll the right shoulder a little bit open. With the left arm, I'm pushing it over down onto the mat. Good. Push back up onto the hands, well done. Come onto normal hands and knees, take a moment to set it up. Nice, and then just do a rounded back, which is cat pose, pushing the mat, lifting the chest, lifting the belly, tucking tailbone and chest. Chin to chest, sorry. And then do the opposite, which is cat pose. Do a spinal extension, lift the tailbone, lift the head, and drop the belly and chest. And then come into neutral spine. So we're just using cat and cow to recalibrate and find the middle ground. Nice. Now here, keep this. Try not to move your lower back in this next little sequence. And all we're going to do is drop the chest down in between the arms without bending the elbows. So you feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. And then push through the hands and lift the chest. The shoulder blades are sliding apart. So this is just in the shoulder blades, upper back area. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And slide shoulder blades apart, push the mat down. Lower the chest between the biceps. And then lift the chest up. Keep your lower back steady. Let's do one more. This is actually called shoulder blade push-ups or scapular push-ups. And then straighten and push. Nice. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. And then just find a comfortable seat, however you want. And hold opposite shoulders with the hands. We've done a little bit of warm-up, but to be honest, this is my favorite one that I'm doing on most days just to get some space into upper back shoulder area. It's called an upper spine car. Car is controlled articular rotation. I'll do it with you and you'll learn it quickly. Round your upper back to start with. So you're just pulling the shoulder a bit forward, tucking chin to chest. Nice. Then turn your whole upper body to the right slightly. So it's a little twist. Keep all of that. You're still rounding, you're still twisting. And do a little side bend, right shoulder down, left shoulder up. And then start to roll the left shoulder back first and then the right. Lean slightly back and roll over to the other side. Left shoulder down, right shoulder up. You're still a little bit of a back bend. Now twist to the left. It's just, these are small movements. And then round to come forward, back to center. Let's do second round. Twist to the right. Drop right shoulder, lift left shoulder. Roll back, left shoulder down. Twist left. And pull forward and down. Release. Good. Swap the arms. So other arm on top, other arm at the bottom, if you remember. Nice. Let's roll down. Round your back, chin to chest. Keep that twist everything to the left, just a little bit. Just imagine somebody else is pulling you in this direction. Left shoulder down, right shoulder up. Roll back until right shoulder goes down the other side. twist to the right. And then round your back to come forward and continue for second round, twist left. Drop left shoulder. Round, lift the chest and over to the other side. Twist to right. And back to center. Nice, take a moment, roll the shoulders back, maybe shake side to side. And I find whenever I do this little warm-up, this little sequence of poses, it makes an immediate difference. The rib cage feels expansive, your posture feels a little bit better, your breath can move with ease. Nice. Let's do a couple of movements standing, and we'll end with a seated twist. So it's not really a flow class, but it's nice to move a little bit. We'll start with a side bend. So inhale, lift the arms from mountain pose. Right hand down, left arm over the head. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Just loosening the side body a little bit also affects the upper back. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. There's no problem if you bend your knees a bit. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, fold again. Now clasp the hands behind the lower back, let the hands lift away from the back a little bit. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Also nice way to get into upper back. And this one helps to broaden the front of the shoulders. Release the hands, inhale, flat back. Exhale, the right foot steps back. Lower the right knee down. Nice, keep your right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, thread the left arm under the right. Couple of times. Inhale, open. Exhale, under. One more, inhale. Exhale, with every movement, we're trying to get into the upper back. Hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale in down dog. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. One breath, lift the arms, inhale. Just feel if you have more space to lift the arms. And exhale, step forward to the front, forward fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Second side, inhale, the arms. Right hand down, left arm side bend, reach to the fingers. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, over to the left side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward, clasp your hands and lift the hands a little bit away from the back. Let the head hang and then squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit together. Release the hands to the shins. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen way forward and then exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Left hand stays down. Inhale, this is easy twist. Open the right arm. Exhale, right arm and the left around your back a bit. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Nice, back to center, hands down. Downward facing dog. Lengthen your hips up and back away from the hands. Lots of space around the shoulder blades, the neck, the upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, the left foot steps forward, right knee comes down. Inhale, lift the arms, one breath, low lunge. Exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice, inhale, lift both arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, make space. Feel the upper back straighten out of it. And then exhale, just step to down dog from here. Right foot stepping forward. Left knee, you can either keep it down or keep it lifted, depends on how demanding you want the pose to be. And then open the arms, cactus arms. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the elbows a little bit back. And then pull right elbow on top of the left. Eagle arms. If this doesn't feel good, then you can always hold the front of your shoulders like we've done before. Or the hands can be a bit further away from each other. That's fine. And then lift the elbows a bit. Move your arms a bit forward away from your forehead. And squeeze the forearms into each other. Really nice pose to get into the upper back, in between the shoulder blades there. And then release that. Downward facing dog. Good, second side, left foot stepping forward. Right knee up or down, you know the choices. Come up and bend the elbows. Pull the elbows back, chest goes forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades a bit together. Watch that the shoulders don't creep up towards the ears. Keep them a little bit down. Nice. From here, left elbow on top of right. Either self-hug or hands a bit away from each other, or if there's space, hands can come together. Eagle arms, Garudasana. Lift the elbows a bit. Move your hands a bit away from the face. And then squeeze your forearms into each other and feel that go straight into the upper back. Nice. Release. Back to down dog. Just step back and push away through the arms. Down dog, really nice pose to get into the shoulders and the upper back. So if you don't have a lot of time, maybe just down dog can be enough. And then just lower the knees. I'll turn to the side. Now sit to the left side of your feet. Take the right foot and step it over the left knee. So we're preparing for spinal twist here. Wrap the left elbow around the front of your right knee. And then here it's a bit unusual, but really squeeze your knee close to your chest and round your back a bit. Round your back. You don't hear round your back a lot in yoga classes, I'm aware of it. But it can feel really good to bring into this, the midsection, the back of your diaphragm. And there's not a lot of poses that get in there in a nice way, but this is one of them. If you want to move your elbow outside your knee, still rounding your back, tucking chin to chest, you can do that. And then push the arm and the knee a little bit together. Good. Release that. Swap legs. There's no fancy way. Actually, there is a fancy way, but let's not do the fancy way today. Just step left foot outside right knee. Right arm, pull it in. Pull the knee into your chest. Keep the two close, your upper body and then that left thigh. Then round your back a little bit. My left hand's behind me. And I'm looking down for this one. There's other poses where we're focusing more on the twist. And we're a little bit higher up, we're lengthening the spine. That's good too. But this is amazing, isn't it? So you're rounding your back. You're getting to some places that are a bit hard to get to. If you want to transfer your elbow outside your knee, then that's fine. Sometimes I like to just hold the other ankle or knee with that hand. And with your twists, with your poses, you can really get into some sticky areas that didn't get a lot of movement and attention. Nice. Undo it. Sit in a comfortable position. Rest your hands, close your eyes. Allow the next few breaths to just explore you from the inside out. A little pause in the middle of a busy day. Just see where the breath goes inside the rib cage. And if there's a bit more space, maybe in the side, in the back, in the front of the rib cage, how is your posture? And how does your mind react to this simple way of moving? A bit of a self-care break in this upper back flow. Nice. Bring hands together to the heart. That's our half an hour of practice. If you want to stay longer, seated meditation, Shavasana, always a good idea. If your time is up, touch your hands to your forehead, to your heart. Bow to yourself on the mat. Thank you so much for practicing. It was a pleasure to practice online with you in this way. If you have any questions, always welcome to send them to me. And I hope to see you here again soon. Take care.